Okay, this is co-chair Lance Shaw. I've called the meeting to order, a regular meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission on July 19th, 2022 at 6:11 p.m. And you go ahead and call roll, please.
Chair Reddy, Vice Chair Shaw,
Here.
Commissioner Lori Riley, Commissioner Jared Peterson,
Here.
and Commissioner Chuck Romberger.
Present.
Thank you.
And let the record show that we have 3 members, so that is a quorum, but I'll remind the commissioners that all of our decisions will have to be unanimous tonight in order to pass. So let's see, item number 2, petitions from the public. Are there any petitions from the public? I guess.
No, none that we're aware of.
Okay, thank you very much. So there being no petitions from the public, I will move on to item number 3, approval of the minutes of April 19th, 2022. Do we have any complaints, changes, additions, corrections to the minutes from the commissioners? Any issues?
I move to accept the minutes for April 19th, 2022 of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I have a second, please? I'll second the motion.
Unfortunately, I was absent, so I cannot vote for it. So we're short a vote.
Oh, well, yeah, that is a problem. There's only 2 of us. We're short.
Yeah.
Short of quorum for this question, at least. Okay, sounds fun. And then we will move on to item 4 and I'll direct our zoning administrator to move the approval of the April 19th meeting on to the next regular P&Z meeting.
Will do.
Okay, thank you. So item number 4, conditional use permit for the continued residential use in the C1 district of 511 School Street. Will, you want to set this up for us a little bit?
So,
We already approved the conditional use permit on this some time ago, right?
well, yeah, there's initially during the construction of this property, there was quite a bit of discussion about it. And at the time it was given a conditional use permit. However, the town ordinances have changed while it was in ownership, while she had ownership. Initially, the conditional use permit she had was to run with the property. And since that law was changed in town, she was unaware she needed to reapply for an additional conditional use permit that applied directly to her. So as at this moment, recently, it's come up to an issue that she didn't have a current CUP where she should have. It was sort of a gray area where until it became a problem, it wouldn't have been noticed, unfortunately.
Okay, I remember that one. It sort of ran under the radar. I wasn't even aware that we had changed the ordinance in town. So I admit I must have not been paying attention.
Yeah, this is so this is one of those sort of a technicality where she had applied for a conditional use permit, was granted one, and thought that she had one, and so she was not even aware at the time that she needed a new one.
Right. Okay.
Now, again, this conditional use permit, all she's asking for is approval for continued residential use in the C1. The building was constructed with that approval in mind. So the building itself is a residential building within the commercial district. So that is its intended use, but does require a conditional use permit to operate.
Right. I understand. Do you have any record of any complaints from the neighborhood?
I don't have any recorded complaints that I am personally aware of.
Okay. I mean, I can't think of a reason why we wouldn't just continue the conditional use unless we had a reason not to.
Yeah, I don't have any valid reasons I know of to discontinue residential use.
Okay. Doesn't sound real cerebral to me. Do my commissioners have any?
I don't
concerns?
have any problem as far as I know. Nothing is adverse effects of the public health, safety, or general welfare. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And same, sounds like good continued use.
okay. Well, I move we approve item number 4, the conditional use permit for the structure at 511 School Street then. Do I have a second?
Second,
Thank you very much. Having a motion and a second, I will call the question. All in favor of the approval of the extension of the conditional use permit will say aye.
aye.
Those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, it looks like the motion carries with the 3 of us for the quorum. So we're good to go there.
With item number 5, I request,
Jump in there because we previously discussed you wanted to table this issue for more.
yes, sir. I request that we can table this issue for another month so that I can continue to explore additional data that's come out since I wrote this.
Okay, excellent. With no complaint from either you or the applicant, it's pretty traditional.
Excuse me,
Yes, go ahead.
item number 5, that's not for 511 School Street, that's another item.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh, okay, so this was item 4, 511 School Street was item 4, and we've moved on.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, thank
passed.
you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your help with that.
Okay, forgive me. What was the question?
Yeah, we were just clarifying which item we were on and that we had the right address on item 4. And we've now moved on to item 5. Anyway, as I was saying, it's a pretty traditional planning and zoning maneuver to table an issue if we decide we don't have a complete packet. We don't want to corner the applicant with something that's not going to work for them when there's additional information to be collected. So I would move that we table item 5 to the next meeting. Will, you'll have it ready next month?
I intend to, yes, sir. If anything changes between now and then, I will be in touch to let you all know.
Okay, well, for now, we'll table it to the next meeting, next month.
Do we need a second?
Yeah, so I move we table to the next month on item 5.
I second it.
Okay, with a motion and a second, I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, looks like motion carries.
And just to clarify, it's 121 3rd Street, Kelly Foy. So, yeah, I don't know if we just said all the information for when people are listening or anything.
Yeah, excellent.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, sometimes we fill in the parcel number just to make sure people. Okay, item 6 then, seeking approval for the exterior remodel, doors, window and siding at 225 3rd Street.
Yes, sir. This is, again, for 225 3rd Street. The applicant is seeking approval to replace the existing front single pane windows with double hung windows and to replace the existing non-standard sized front door with a standard size steel door. Lastly, the applicant also seeks approval to replace the rotten wooden siding with a more efficient concrete siding. Now, most of this sounds like immediately like this belongs to design review. And so a lot of the considerations for this really do belong to design review. However, our zoning ordinance does require the alterations to an existing building come before you guys before it goes to DRB. And so to keep it short for y'all, essentially, this isn't changing its location on the lot and it's not changing its use. She is changing the number of windows that are on the front of the building, and that is considered an alteration, which is why it's before you right now.
Okay, thanks for the clarification, Will, because I looked at it and said, looks kind of like design review. So But I did, there's a little bit of revision to the framing around that window and so on. So I guess strictly speaking, I can see the motivation. But in the meantime, we've approved these kinds of windows before, and this siding, hardy siding is a common modern substitution for the wood and so on.
A clarification, so it's going down from 3 windows to 1 window on the front? And then one window on each side?
Rebecca, if you're here, would you like to speak about your project yourself? And don't forget, you are on mute right now.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Excellent. So right now there are single pane, double hung windows that came from, I'm sure, some sort of mobile home that they use to enclose a porch. And I would like to replace them with 4 windows instead of the 27 panes that are there now. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. So basically it's a wall of windows that are going down to just 2 in the front and then 2 on each side, right? That's what I see. Yeah.
2 in the front and 1 on each side, 4 total.
Yeah, 1 on each side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Will, just to clarify, we're just as planning and zoning looking at the footprint and looking to see that has not changed.
Your primary considerations are placement on the lot, its location, and its intended use.
Okay.
And we note that doesn't change, of course, and I guess the only thing it does change is some of the structure around the windows. And there'll be a building permit for that and a plan review, of course, to make sure it stays up.
It basically makes it into an actual room as opposed to a enclosed porch kind of in a way, right?
It's already a room. It was just
Okay.
done poorly. We would
Okay.
like to do it right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand this. I have a room like that around in one of my porches, also made out of the same trailer house windows. So
So is
Yeah.
that official Arizona room? Is this the official Arizona room?
yeah,
It's definitely hot.
yeah, Arizona trailer park.
Okay, I don't see an issue with this. I move that we approve the remodeling of the doors and the window for 225 3rd Street.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second, please? Hey, Chuck, you want to second this one?
Second, sure. Why not?
No, I didn't want to do all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Having a motion and a second, I will call the question. All in favor of the approval of the remodeling door windows and siding at 225 3rd Street, will say aye, please.
Aye.
Those opposed? And any abstentions? Looks like the motion carries. Thank you very much. And next item number 7, updates of recent and upcoming meetings. Will, you want to fill us in here?
Sure. So the July 18th Board of Adjustment meeting was delayed, and recently they got the Board of Adjustment attorney got back to me, and it is not going to be held. The petitioners withdrawn his petition, and I'm going to issue an interpretation on my own. So that meeting is no longer on the books. The June 28th Design Review Board meeting approved aesthetic changes, paint and awning for the Sullivan Apartment Building, and approved a request to change the exterior paint color for 141 North Drive. The June 14th council meeting, they conducted the first reading of Ordinance 483, which amended the traffic code, approved 2 intergovernmental agreements, one for drainage improvements and one for the Center Avenue improvements, and approved an agreement with Verde Exploration regarding the use of town water.
Okay, what's Verde Exploration going to do with town water?
That's That's kind of outside of my wheelhouse a little bit, and I have a lot more to dig into with the water.
Okay, let's not worry about that. I can check the council minutes, so I want to learn up on that.
Yeah, we'll just say it's a deep subject.
The pun is appreciated.
Okay, there you go. Okay, item number 8, potential items for August planning and zoning. So far, we've got the approval of the minutes for the last meeting are moved out to there, and perhaps the FOI project at 121 3rd Street will be on the next meeting. Anything else, Will?
Not currently, but we are actually fairly busy, so that is subject to change.
Okay, whatever comes up. Okay. Sounds fun. Thank you very much. I guess we'll move on to item number 9. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the planning and zoning meeting, July 19th, 2022.
Thank you very
And a
much.
second,
Very official. Having a motion in a second, I will call the question. All in favor of adjourn, will say aye.
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 Those opposed? Any abstentions?
Opposed.
Okay, I guess the motion carries. We are officially adjourned. If I had a hammer, I would pound it on my desk.
That was efficient.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for your patience. I know we had technical
Is
issues.
there a record of how quick a meeting went?
It's okay. We got a slow start, but we get things done.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we had to catch up from the beginning. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for bearing with me again with the Zoom problems. And again, this was absolutely efficient. So
So,
thank you again.
I have a question. So, will it just be the town number again?
Yes, I learned about that after the second email, as I said. So going forward, I will always use that so that we can.
Okay, because that's what I have written down, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sounds fun. Usually the Zoom meeting says Candace Gallagher on it, so we know what's going on. Are we going to switch? Are we going to switch that to Brett Klein or what?
I'm working that out, and I want to make sure that it's the same all the time, as fast as we can, so that we don't have to deal with the cluster of fun technology.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll streamline this and get this ironed out. So I really am sorry. Thank you so much again for your patience and
all right.
understanding.
Yeah, no sweat. As a matter, did the official? I mean, this is off topic, of course, but did the official meet and greet